I think that the China Depp team has the right approach on the evidence and facts. Because at the court, that's the game, that's the playground of the evidence and facts. If you know how to play it, you win.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another podcast episode of Coffee Break with Stephen Lee. So I am seated here with the man himself, and Stephen has already given us, a rundown on law and Tran as well as corporate counsels in the previous episodes. And in this episode, he's going to bring us behind the scenes to find out about family lawyers. So if you didn't already know, Stephen is actually a very established litigation and disputes lawyer. He has represented more than 50 global corporations and over 200 clients in various disputes and legal matters. So today, we just want to find out what family lawyers is all about. So thank you for being here with us, Stephen.
Thanks, Tran.
So maybe we just start off with a very, very basic question. So what are, the needs that clients come to you for when it comes to family lawyers? And why do we need lawyers in family matters?
Okay, family matter is very sensitive. How I say about the way I establish family lawyers. I am the commercial litigators and the dispute lawyer. I work for many corporate clients. Along the way, the people I work with, they have some family issue.
I see.
And they come to work to ask me, hey, Stephen, do you know any family lawyers in Vietnam? I also try to recommend them some people. But after that, they come back and they say, hey, they are not good at English. And they are not confident and they are not at the professional level why they work with me personally. And they ask me, should I represent them in their family issue? I tried to refuse many times. Because at that time, I want to focus on the commercial litigation only.
Yes.
But because of 10 years, there also some people come and ask. And in some, there was a client, because also the good friends of mine. And okay, I cannot refuse. And I try to represent him. And after that, I see the niche for the family issue. Because family issue very sensitive. Nobody want to share their personal issue to the public.
Unless they trust you.
Even with their close friend, they will not tell about it.
I see.
They only share the issue to a trusted lawyer.
I see.
To keep everything confidential. So that's the reason why I see that, okay, there is a market. When you see the business, you can do well and you can do the better than the market.
Yeah.
And the client also want you to do it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it was a natural progression for you, right? You just establish a good relationship with these clients, and then along the way,
Because in nature, the family dispute or commercial dispute or any kind of dispute, there is a common things. That's the procedure at the court is the same.
Yes.
And the master,
the principles behind it is the same. Okay.
How to play the evidence, argument, all the things is the same. It's just about the different law only.
How is your approach to, these clients in family law different from how you deal with, let's say, big corporate clients? And
for the big corporate clients, I can be very professional lawyers. But for the family issue, I be more psychologist.
I see, counseling.
Sometimes the client come to meet me and, okay, I just sit in there, listen. They complain about their wife, about the family, all the things. I listen around 30, 45 minutes. And then I try to give, in the end, I try to analyze for their understanding.
And give them an objective viewpoint.
Okay, finding the law source, easy. It's not difficult. But in the end, what you gain?
Yes.
Okay, because in the end, you are still, all of you are in a family. Okay, you divorce with your wife, but how's about your son and your daughter? And about the finance support and something like that. So in the family issue, I try to indicate what is the pros and cons for the client to behave in the right way rather than filing a lawsuit at the court. Okay, in the worst scenario, if you want to divorce, but should make a divorce in peace rather than a divorce in dispute, particularly relating to the custody right.
Yes.
You can lose the money, you can lose the access, you can earn them back again, but the love with your daughter, the love with your son, how you can earn it. Okay.
Those are the things that you cannot get back, right?
That's the point.
So you have to go beyond your position as a lawyer to give them personal advice as a friend,
Yes,
as well as
it's
your
true.
own personal experience, having your own family, right? In this whole area.
In the family issue, the relationship between me and the client is no longer the professional relationship. It's like the friends. Okay, I talk to them. I don't try to earn the money from them for the family issue. I give all the advice to them, what is good, what is bad. Particularly, that's very personal and sensitive relating to emotion. So I try to advise them how to behave in the right manner.
So I guess it's really very different from working with MNCs and all that, because
Yeah.
you have to consider, the other implications of the family and all that. And
Yeah.
I guess no lawyers does this for money, right? You do it because you care and you want to help your friend or your clients.
Yeah, that's it.
So is there a memorable case that you can share about?
A memorable case is about the custody right.
Okay.
I try to have a friend, and his wife prevent him to meet the daughter. Okay, and try to find a way to interrupt the relationship between him and the daughter. So I say, okay, in this situation, we have no choice. We have to go to the court.
So
Okay.
before that, you try always first
Yeah,
outside of the court,
we,
right?
we try to communicate everything. We try to do any legal tactic so that the wife should look back. Okay, in the end, this is not good for the daughter. Because the reality is that the daughter is the daughter in blood
Yes.
of her father. Why it's not necessary for you to interrupt it. Why you don't take the chance to be with, and okay, if you want to divorce, just divorce it, but don't make any interruption to the relationship between the daughter and the father. And I try to advise my friends that, okay, just file the lawsuit at the court. File until the end, until she's tired.
I see.
Okay, if she's tired, okay, she have to look back. And we continue that way. We don't care about winning or losing. Okay, our strategy is to make the opposite tired. Okay, you make me tired, I make you tired too.
Yeah.
Whether you want the both party tired together or you want to have a happy life together.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's work. And in the end, the lady also has another boyfriend and has another life, so she rethink and she give up and she write the custody right to the father.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So, there was another high-profile case everybody knows about, Amber Heard and the Johnny Depp case. I would suppose that this is under family law.
Yeah.
So, any thoughts on what happened?
I'm not a lawyer in that case, so I cannot give any comment. But I personally refer the way of the lawyers of the Johnny Depp work. They are really effective.
Okay. Yeah.
Right or wrong, I don't make any comment here. And furthermore, I know that there are many truths behind the scene nobody knows. Because that's the story between that two persons.
Yes.
The lawyer has not know about it.
Yes.
Nobody witnessed it. It's just about based on the evidence and based on the fact. And I think that the Johnny Depp team has the right approach on the evidence and facts. Because at the court, that's the game, that's the playground of the evidence and facts. If you know how to play it, you win.
Okay, yeah, but most cases are not that high profile. Like what you said, family cases are a lot of times hush and quiet, right?
Yeah.
So what are some of the values that you hold on to when you deal with, family issues? I know you're very results oriented. but at the same time, you talk about having compassion and learning to be honest with your clients. So, what are things that keep you grounded in this field of family law?
Family law, okay. To be a lawyer in the family, you must be really ethical lawyer. Because sometimes you see enough is enough. Should not go further. Because it's about family issue. Is most of the family issue are often for the relationship. The relationship between the husband and wife. They are though okay, I don't care. But the relationship between the father with the son and the daughter, and the relationship between the son and the daughter with the mother. That's most the thing I have to concern. And about the result and other things as well. For example, some client ask me, hey, how much I spend is the allowance for my kid in Vietnam. They say that 500 USD, 300 USD, and something like that. That is the common in Vietnam. If I'm their lawyers, I will give them advice. You can make the allowance much better than that. Because this is not about how much.
Yeah.
It's about how do you think.
Yes.
Okay.
It's very subjective.
Okay.
Right?
So if you have a good income, and if you want your son and your daughter have a good life,
yes.
Okay, just do a generous amount. And don't care other things anymore. He may think and he may afraid that the wife may use the money for other things, not for the kid.
Yeah.
I say, but that's what you think. Okay? The reality is how you behave to your son and your daughter. That's
as
more
long
important.
as you know what you're doing is right.
And of course, if the mother in blood of the son or the daughter, obviously she has to love the daughter and the son, okay? So she will know how to use the money.
Okay.
You should not care about it.
Yes. Okay, so it's always thinking in the end, for the child, and prioritizing the child's needs.
Yeah, what's enough, and what you should do it, and don't think too much. Because if you think too much, in the end, it's affect and impact other things as well.
Yes.
It's quite different from the commercial or business.
Yes.
Commercial business, okay, that's very clear.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not relating to the emotion. It's not about the personal issue. But the family is quite different. It's the relationship, the personal relationship.
Okay, so in family lawyers, you also deal with a lot of high net worth individuals.
Yes.
So are prenuptial agreements getting more and more popular?
Yes. It's more and more popular in Vietnam. Particularly, I often represent for the expat, the foreigners. They from the Western culture, and they want to everything clear before they get in the marriage. But this accidentally lead to a conflict in culture.
I see.
In Vietnam, I'm not sure how it's about other Asian country, but in Vietnam, the lady often do not like this. They don't want to have any prenuptial agreement before the marriage, because to them, when they get married, it means that the both parties have to trust each other.
Yes.
Okay, you trust me, you love me, we establish family, and in the future we have son and kid. Why you have to make the prenuptial agreement? So it means that you want to divorce me sooner or later.
Like there's a door out, right?
So in some situation, it's hard for me as well. The husband come to meet me for the prenuptial agreement, but the wife is also the Vietnamese. She just come and also listen. She have no comment. Even she have to accept it uncomfortably. I say, okay, both of you can go, and I want to be straightforward. I see that, okay, I represent you, but I see that your fiancé is not happy about it. Maybe I try to explain, okay? And both of you should come back, try to negotiate again, and when both of you agree, come to meet me in the happy mood. Yeah, easy for me, because if I do the thing that your fiancé is not happy, sooner or later it's also there is a problem, because now you are getting married.
Yes.
So getting married must be a happy thing rather than a conflict like this.
Yep.
Help them to understand the culture and understand the psychology and the human being. Act like the human being, not like a machine. The law say this, the law say that.
Yes, but how to apply it in the best way possible in their lives.
Everybody happy. That's the purpose of the marriage.
Okay, so what are some of the most difficult things in this practice of law? Other than having to be their friend and having to be very compassionate. So what are things that are very tricky or challenging for you?
Between you and the client have the professional relationship is the lawyer and client. But the family issue is more human being. It's not so professional. It's also the friendship. It's also the empathy, compassion, and something. But in the end, you should know what is the line between you and the client. Okay, and don't cross the line. Okay, don't cross the line.
Yes.
Is the way to keep the relationship. Because if you cross the line, you think that, okay, that's good for your client, but in the end, he's not happy with that kind of way.
So have you lost a friend?
Yes.
You have? I see.
I already lost many fans, not only lost a fan. So, you know that today I'm here to give this advice, mean that I have many failure.
I see.
In the way I behave, the lawyer and the friends with the client.
And how to navigate that, right? Okay.
I think that just talk necessary and in the right time. And particularly, you must have the line, okay, so that don't cross the line. Okay, just talk enough. Your friend and your client will understand.
So, I mean, for young lawyers, who don't have much experience, right? What kind of advice can you give them? Who maybe they are very compassionate and they truly want to help people in this area. So, what can they do to compensate for the lack of experience?
They want to learn experience very easy. Go to the court for the divorce lawsuits.
Okay, just take it from there.
Yeah, keep from there. Trying to understand the client, trying to understand the opposite party, try to see what they argue, what they reason. And furthermore, via the practice. For the young lawyer, you have to practice. Because if you don't practice, you cannot get experience. Experience is something that no one can teach you. No book can teach you or indicate to you. Something you cannot not get free.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to pay very expensive price to learn experience. But from that experience, you will become mature and you will have your own experience that nobody has.
Okay, that's nice. And in the end, like what you said in the previous episode, don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Yeah.
And just, go forward, have a growth mindset, and eventually it will work out.
Yeah,
right?
Yesterday when I fly from Vietnam to Singapore on the Singapore airline, I watched the movie. That's the Top Gun.
I love it. Top Gun. Yeah.
They repeat the saying that, okay, just do it. Don't think too much. You can see. Yeah.
So if you're a young lawyer, you're just starting out, just do it.
Even the married, the lead pilot, teach his student about, okay, just do it. Don't think too much. But in the real fight, at that point, his fellow remind him again, just do it. Don't think too much.
Yeah, it's true. Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes we learn each other. It depends on the situation. Okay. In this situation, I may be your instructor, but in another situation, you may become my instructor. We don't know. It depends on the situation as well.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, even so, basically, you're standing by the whole growth mindset in the sense that no matter how far you are in your journey, you are still growing, right? And you're still learning, and that's the thing that you keep doing. Okay.
Just do the best. Just go ahead. Accept the mistake. Never give up. But sometimes you should know how to give up, because give up also a good point to roll.
Yes.
Because if you already see the wrong thing and you continue, I think that's a big mistake.
Yes.
Should know the right time to give up, to find another way, and follow your characteristic, because you can change the way you work, you can change many things, but your characteristic is hard to change. It should be adapt Yeah, because if you know your characteristic already and you know what is the most suitable for your characteristic, I am very confident that you will be successful.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Stephen, for all these advice. I think we can apply it not just in law, whether we're lawyers or not,
Yeah.
but everybody else can apply it as well in our daily lives.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay.
for that. Thanks.